We're going to do this again because it seems to me that I got a video, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. I'm sorry. Copyright disclaimer. I don't know what that is. I don't even care. I don't need to. They say it's just not nothing, but I don't want nothing when I'm trying to get a message out. Y'all know the last video I put out. I'm going to take it down because of the music. Because of the music, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all know that Jada Pinkett Smith is in this audience. Okay? 40th 1998 Grammys Award. She's there. And I don't need no music to do a video to speak. So I'm gonna just speak to y'all and let y'all know how hypocritical the hypocrisy and a lot of people that's on social media. You know what I'm saying, that didn't call this out. You had a few bloggers that called it out. Yes, you did. But I'm going to keep bringing it up because I don't like what I see. And I don't like how I seen a lot of people say, well, R. Kelly, he's not that innocent. But, in this case here, the Rico, hey, man, if he was doing all the things they say he was doing, he went to trial in 2008. He was found not guilty. Just because you see what the government puts out all these motions and they say he did this and that doesn't mean he did it, man. The government could, as the words of Turk from Hot Boys, from New Orleans, he said the government are the greatest illustrators in the world. They can paint a picture to make you look so guilty, and people, and it makes it look real good. It makes it look real good, especially when you have a public figure like R. Kelly. They make it look so guilty, especially, and then you have a documentary before he goes to trial, before he was arrested. There's a documentary about him. Usually documentaries are made after somebody goes to prison. That's usually when documentaries comes out. But nobody found that to be suspicious. Nobody found that to be very manipulative towards the public. Nobody found that to be. Nobody took a back seat. And I've said this before. Nobody sat back and just said, wait a minute. Let me not call this man anything. Let me, he might have made mistakes. But I don't see nothing here. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what's going on here. Let me show Jada Pinkett Smith, y'all. There she go. There she go. There she go. There she go. Sorry about my camera. She was cheering him on. Let's go back to it again. Might get a commercial, yeah. This is, this is YouTube, okay? But everybody came to social media and they were saying things about him and Aaliyah. Him and this lie that Sparkle came out and said, or Shauna Linfield. Y'all said he might have, this is what y'all said, he might have done these things. Y'all said this, he might have done these things. This is what y'all said. Because the government said it. But the government didn't use Aaliyah in the 2008 trial, which is weird to me. They didn't come after him when he allegedly supposedly married Aaliyah in 94. But he was all in magazines, whether it was Word Up magazine, Right On magazine, Vibe magazine. He was in all these magazines. They didn't go after him then when he allegedly supposed to marry Aaliyah, which, that's why I said, that's how you know it was propaganda. But everybody believed that he married Aaliyah. Because Jada Pinkett Smith somehow, we should have stopped him then when he married Aaliyah. But she has Lisa Van Allen on her platform. She has Lisa Van Allen on her platform. Let me fast forward this, because I want to show Jada Pinkett Smith again to those out there, that has criticized this man and don't call out Jada Pinkett Smith. And I'm going to make a video about how I don't believe that she has alopecia. I'm going to show you real people who have alopecia. And y'all get mad at me all you want to. I'm not coming down on Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm just speaking Why did she do this? Why did she come out here and help get this man hemmed up, as well as Kim Fox, Justice Smollett, Gayle King? And people want to say, oh, Oprah Winfrey had nothing to do with that. Oh, yes, she did. No disrespect to Galvin, she did. She's a part of that. She was a part of that stuff too, man. She was a part of it. She defended Gayle King's behavior. Y'all like to talk about Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant was still a part of that whole elite. Let's see if we see her again. There she go. That's Jada. That's Jada. I just wanted to show y'all, man, how a bunch of y'all, these Hollywood people, the industry are a bunch of hypocrites, man. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites, man. Yeah, they serve two gods, and you can't serve two gods. Can't serve two gods. You know what I'm saying? Jada Pinkett Smith came out there with Lisa Van Allen. I'm going to say it again. Had this woman on her platform. She was in the first trial, 2008 trial. And I believe, and a lot of people, we already know, that she was on that videotape. And she altered the video to make it look like something that it wasn't. And y'all believed it. And you believe Jim DeGarry, or Jim DeGarry, whatever his name is, this European man, and you believe Daryl McDavid, who was a scam artist, who ripped this man off for 15 years of his life, of his career, another European man. I always say it was always the Europeans behind the scenes, but we are our worst enemies. I'm going to keep saying that. And you believe Michael Avenatti. I heard a sister say on her platform, thank God for Michael Avenatti. For help saving out, because a black man can't do it. So Mike Avenatti, he took a white man to save us when Mike Avenatti first came on the scene in this R. Kelly case. That's what the sister said on her platform. Then when he got hemmed up, she was like, I thought what happened? I mean, he's arrested for what? See, we are worst enemies, man. Some of you, even when it comes to these mass shootings, we always talk about race. Hatred is a sin. That young man, that evil young man that killed those people in Buffalo, New York, yes, he had hatred in his heart. But what about the young man that killed the people in Texas? He killed his own people. Y'all not, I mean, you know, and they had a couple of cops down there. Y'all the cops were scared. Y'all said the cops were afraid to go in there. But y'all want to defund the police. Y'all saying, hey, we don't need no cops. We want to defund the police. 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 We don't want no cops in our community. What do we want, America? What do we want? Because it ain't just black people saying. There's a lot of Hispanics. There's a lot of people that's I talk to some white guy talking about we need to defund the police. It ain't just black people. It's not to put on black people that saying defund the police. There's a lot of liberals out here. I hate to go into the liberal debate because I don't care about that stuff, man. These politicians. Let's defund the police. What do you want? I am not anti-police. I am not pro-police. Yes, there are some cops, man, that have done things that's not right. There are things. I'm not getting into this. I'm just saying. But what are we doing to fix the problem? What is the solution? And I'm not here to. I'm not getting to talk taking people guns. I don't like that. I don't like guns, man. I grew up around that stuff, man. I'm not here to try to take y'all guns. That's why I don't like. I'm gonna get into all that stuff, man. You got a man like this who sold over almost 100 million albums, convicted of 9 counts of the Mann Act, the RICO charge, okay? Sex trafficking, but there were no babies, no children involved in this, like Jeffrey Epstein, Larry Nassar. And you have still monsters that's walking around, and Hollywood still filming. And Kevin Spacey was accused again of what, sexually taking advantage of men. Y'all might say, well, those are men. No. And people have defended Kevin Spacey. But when it came to R. Kelly, they would say, well, yeah, he was going on in Riverdale, Calumet City, Cal Park, and he used to take a girl with cut stools to go there. Look, man, this man wasn't he in that industry? Wasn't he a celebrity? Signing autographs? I just didn't understand. I never quite never get that. So you got more out of me in this video. Jada Pinkett Smith was there. Nobody criticized Jada Pinkett Smith because you want to say it's a black thing. It's not a black thing, man, when somebody has done something criminally wrong. Jada Pinkett Smith slept with a young man that was her son's friend. Her and her husband allowed her 13-year-old daughter to take, let's show her again. There she go. I got to show her again. Oh, man, there she go clapping. Bravo. You go, boy. I had to show that scene because a lot of black people that's on social media wants to sit up there and talk about, yes, Will Smith, man, hey, man, look, I ain't got nothing against Will Smith, man. But Will Smith, man, look, that was over a month ago. I'm talking about his wife. They were part of setting this man up, man. John Legend. Come on, man. You don't do that. I don't care what y'all say. Hindsight and all these words, these fancy ass words. And then you sit there and want other people to defend what's going on with Jada Pinkett Smith. I've already said that Will Smith chased her. I've gave my perception about how I feel about Will chased her. And I misspoke when I said that what's the difference between Jada and Dre Kelly. Oh, there's a big difference. Jada Pinkett Smith actually had a career. And I'm not disrespecting Mr. Kelly. I'm not disrespecting his wife or anything, but she actually Jada Pinkett Smith had an acting career. She did. Will chased her. She didn't chase Will. Will actually was married. He was pretty much lusting after Jada Pinkett Smith. Because when he first came to the movie, the set of Different World, he met his first wife. He left his first wife for Jada Pinkett Smith. So, y'all, look, man. This video is the video I'm gonna put out because because of the music. People complain about the music. Hey, man. Even though this man is sitting in prison because of lies, propaganda for over 25 years, like Michael Jackson wasn't lied on over propaganda. Yes, they all made mistakes. Like Bill Cosby wasn't convicted. Hung jury, conviction got overturned over lies, propaganda. Come on, man. If you're going to defend this man, what are you looking for? The government is, we already, you have people put out the videos, people put out information. You had the guy, I don't know what happened to him, senator and his wife. I've seen the video. I don't watch that video. Lisa Van Allen, Damon Pryor, they got that video and they altered it, man. And I believe Daryl McDavid, I believe that he was a part of that too, man. Paying people, actresses and actors and stuff. That's what I believe. That's the possibility that Daryl McDavid set that whole thing up, man. Along with a lot of people in that industry, man. Do you know how much money they trying to, musically and masters and stuff like that, and publishings, masters, and distribution, man. There's people that's dead behind stuff like that. That's why some of your favorite rappers that people call are dead now, because they want to own. They didn't want to just own the masters and publishers. That's not what Tupac wanted to own. He wanted to own distribution. That's what Tupac was trying to own, his distribution. And somebody named Dr. James Small told me they're going to kill you. And before him and Biggie fell out, they used Biggie against, they teamed up. Basically, the industry got inside them heads. And they got inside, they turned Biggie and Pac against each other. And once Tupac got killed, Biggie was trying to do the same thing. Own his distribution. If you don't believe me, there's a man by the name of Dr. James Smalls who knew Malcolm X. He knew the Geronimo Brad. He knew Mutulu Shakur. He knew a lot of people from the civil rights movement, man. This man ain't lying, man. He ain't lying. What he got to lie about? Pac already had his publishing because he named it. There was a young man that wanted to see him. They had cancer in '93. Pac already had his publishing. It wasn't just about Tupac speaking out against racism and speaking out about, speaking out for his people. Pac owned his publishings in '93. In '93, he had his own publishing. That's one of the reasons they was bothering Tupac. Pac was trying to get his own distribution. And then man told him, Dr. James Smalls told him, they're going to kill you. Hey man, I ain't got no more to say about that. I'm just giving y'all how when you try to own something like that, man, it's bad enough that you own your publishings and masters and music. When you trying to own what Tupac was trying to do, and then Biggie tried to do the same thing, and Tupac do it. Tupac knew it. He said, man, hey, I got to do what I got to do. I got to do this. I'm going to send the interview. Put the interview, man. I'm going to find that interview. And I'm going to put it up in the community post so y'all can see. I already put it up on Twitter. And I already said what I said about how when you speak about violence and death and in your music, and I said what I said. I'm not gonna get too biblical on here. So I gotta go, man. I've already, this is a little longer because I wanted to speak a little bit more on here. I didn't want to play the music. But you saw Jada there. She's there, cheering for this man. And then she turned around and turned her back on him. I'm quite sure that she met Robert Sylvester Kelly. She didn't been around him. Will too. Does she really know Lisa Van Allen? Does she really know these accusers? The same with Lisa Ray McCoy, the brat. They all turned their back on Mr. Kelly. But they don't know these accusers. But they turned their back on R. Kelly. Monica. But they never sat around, made music, or hung around these accusers. But they turned their back on Robert Sylvester Kelly. Felicia Rashad didn't do that to Bill Cosby. She didn't turn her back on Bill Cosby like that. Like Lisa Marie said. Lisa Marie said R. Kelly was her friend. Robert was her friend. You don't do that to your friends. So I'm trying to understand what type of friends that Robert had around him, man. What type of ex-wife would do something like to the mother of his children? Why would she do this man, her ex-husband, like that? The mother of his children. Never would get that. And what type of community did we have that call out the white man, but won't call out yourselves? I'm going to say this again. We, not me, you got on your platforms and talked about what he did with Aaliyah, which the mother denied it, but y'all came at her. You shut her down. You just wanted this man to be so damn guilty. That's all you want him to go to. You want him to be so guilty because of your personal life, because things are going on in your personal life. You have no happiness, no peace in your life, so you want him to go to prison. And for what? For what? Now some of y'all coming out to speak. Hey man, you can speak. I'm just saying. When we tried to tell y'all three years ago, and I'm not here to try to take credit for anything. I let God get all the glory. I'm not here to try to take no credit for nothing. Everybody who spoke out, hey man, much love to you. Peace to you, man. I ain't here to take no credit for anything. I'm not here to, I don't want, because I can go to scriptures about that, people that brag about what they do. I don't want to go into that. I'm just here to let y'all know that what they did to this man was dirty. It was dirty, man. It was rotten to the core. Rotten. From the people that's a lot of his friends, people in the industry. Not all. There's a few people that had his back, but a lot of people that turned their back on this man. And you can't say it's always about the bag, Lisa Ray, the brat. You don't do that. That's why I say, I pray that he turns his back on that demonic industry. Like Richard did. Richard Pannerman. And I'm going to say this again. The real name is Little Richard. He turned his back on the industry, man. That's all I got to say, man. I got to go. I'm done. If you believe everything the media tells you, then you become a brainwashed slave. Well, nowadays, you're just a damn fool. So free yourself, free your mind, and free your soul. Give it to the Lord Jesus Christ. If you do that, I guarantee you everything will be all right. With that being said, love is God. My name is Calvin Eugene. I love you. But if you give your life to Jesus, he will love you more. I'll see y'all in the next one. Sorry I had to do another video, man, but it had to be done, man. I had to show y'all Jada Pinkett Smith. I had to do commentary about this and speak on, what's going on. Peace.